yo, listen to my dad's podcast. Hope somebody's recording this.
Someone tell LL this is how you do it.
It's right.
Go ahead, man. This shit fire, bro. I don't give a fuck. This shit fire.
Yo, bro. Yo, Wild West is a slap.
Yo, I don't care, bro. Ha! That's just a slap.
Stupid. Break out before you get bum rush. Wild West.
Shout out the Oscars, bro.
Shout out Kubo D, nigga.
Shout out one of my namesakes.
Hey,
you know what I mean?
hey.
So, also in this song, he gave no credit to Drew Hill. It was just Cisco. This is one of the starts of the end of Drew Hill, bro.
Little ass.
In the West. West.
You saw this nigga. He showed up to Wildin' Out with the light up sketches, bro.
Oh yes,
Bruh.
yeah, they calmed the whole fucking show.
And we're back, man.
This shit is fucking crazy, man.
We're back, man.
Pursuit of slappiness, baby.
In Pursuit of Slappiness, episode 7.
Was this song a slap?
Oh, it's definitely a slap.
Yeah.
Yo, we're not gonna get all the way into the Fresh Prince right now. I'm gonna start by saying and leave it with this for right now. This is my take, personally. Will Smith might have killed the rapper-actor soundtrack game.
Yeah.
He might be of the GOATs of rapper-actor soundtrack lane. I think the MIB in this definitely slapped way harder than Deepest Bluest
What?
and fucking
Anything, bro.
Shut him down.
Let's just first of all start with welcome to a great episode of Somebody's Recording This Podcast.
Tripod 3, busting the 3-man.
You know what I mean? We've been away for a little bit. We're in the process of getting all show up on DSPs. I know it's not the first time I said this, but take your time with me, man. We're getting it done.
We mean it this time.
Yeah. We're gonna be out there, man. But it's only right that we started this off. You know what I mean, with this song. But we're not gonna get to that part yet. We gotta save the good part till a little bit later. But how's everybody feeling today?
I'm chilling, man.
What's the strain for today? This shit gonna get a smack?
Oh, no. No. We are smoking Delta 8 because we are on a break right now. This is, not for nothing, I'm going to give a shout out to it's Elixir out of LA, Delta 8 strain. It doesn't get me high, but it does the job.
I meant to ask, what's THCO?
Never heard of that.
I
I heard THC-A, THC-D, THC-G.
I went to that new gas station open on by the laundromat. The laundromat we go to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? I stopped by there and they had THC. I think it said THCO, like live resins and stuff like that. I didn't know if it was real THC, but it said THCO on it. But we'll return with that when they answer that. But
I have no idea what I've never heard THCO, bro.
Yeah, but let's start with
No, that's dope.
let's start with Tory, man. Tory.
Oh,
Lanez, man.
Mike,
Right, what's going on?
we tonight Mike gets a pass. He ain't gonna hate on him for not being here. Defend his twin.
Yeah, man, we got our.
But you doing something crazy out there, Daystar.
Yeah, but also, man, let's give a wish to our boy Mike, man. Going through something. Yeah, keep it private and shit, but you know
Shout
what I mean.
out to Keys, bro.
You know what I mean. Get yourself together, bro. We here for you. Love.
Rest in peace, Nikisha.
But
Yeah.
Tory Lanez,
Keanu, I apologize.
he got put in he got arrested for breaking his restraining order, I think.
Yes. So what happened was, in the restraining order, Tory Lanez is not allowed to mention Megan Thee Stallion and any of the things that they'll post on social media and stuff like that. And he got cut out because he said "you." I believe the tweet was something like, get good dick, have me fucking best friends, and now you wildin' or something like that."
Oh, that was a while ago, though.
When he said, but when he
that
said,
happened like 2 months ago, right?
when he said "you," he was referring to Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah.
And you're not allowed to refer to her in any way, shape, or form.
Gotta love our legal system with its technicalities, man.
It's Twitter. That's a whole other conversation, but it's Twitter. I could be talking about anybody. It's social media.
You think this is the first time I fuck somebody's best friend?
Know what I'm saying? That just goes to show that the internet's becoming more and more of a real place. Like Twitter, the Twitterverse, the Facebook, Metaverse, all that shit is becoming more and more of a real place. And niggas catch a charge for that. I think niggas bail was like $250, $350, some shit. I think
it was $350.
$350, bro. For a tweet.
Typing 3 letters
for less than fucking 200 characters, my nigga. God damn. That shit cray.
Yeah, but it's to the point now, and we this is for our podcast, something we've touched on a lot. This Tory Lanez thing will not go away, no matter how hard they try, and he's getting more sympathy as time goes on, or maybe not sympathy is not the word, but he's getting more people on his side as time goes on, and I think people are starting to be like,
maybe Meg's showboating.
Yeah, we past that point now, but now it's like y'all picking on the boy, man. Like, leave Buddy alone. Like, you know what I mean? Like, come to find out, nigga got alopecia. You know what I mean? So it's like, and we would never knew if he didn't have alopecia if not for Jada, which will, like I said, we'll get to that point later. But
Tory ain't got nobody to slap Megan for him.
I think Tory's just getting to a point, man, where it's like, you got. I don't want him to say shut up and like just fade away because somebody unheard gives me a little bit more sympathy, but I don't know, man. It's such a weird thing, cause
don't get yourself in trouble at this point.
It's to the point now. Let's say like everybody's on the man. I don't think he did it type shit. You know what I mean? But let's say he did do it.
Okay, but if he did, like the fucking prosecutor. Alright, cool. Like the prosecutor asked the fucking the defense, the cop and shit. Are you the only person who heard, or was Meg the only person who heard Tory say "dance, bitch, dance"? Like I feel like that's not something you whisper to somebody. That's something you declare.
And that's
a lot of them statement to the room.
Not only that, bro. This nigga's not a cartoon.
And I say, come on, man.
This is some Yosemite Sam.
Yeah, come on.
Dance, ho.
That's definitely something that we all heard as kids, man. Come on, like that's like for real, like
he can't be that cliche.
That's typical shit that you heard. You know what I mean? You might have said that shit as a kid, joking around with your water gun, your BB gun, whatever gun, the toy gun. It was a joke. So if Tory's that sick of a nigga to be doing that,
can I use this real quick?
Yeah. If he's
put this on there.
If he's that sick of a nigga, man, like it's come on, you know what I mean? But Tory, I hope you didn't do this shit, and I hope the case can finally go away. Because for both of them,
at this point,
yeah, it's for both of them. It's like, come on, bro. Like, Meg is at a standstill because she gets her sympathy points, but then you also got the people that's like, man, I don't believe Meg now. As far as this keep going on, them alpha male people are starting to stand up like, nah, man, Meg, nah. Like, Meg ain't, she's lying on bro. Like, all that type of shit to the point where it's like.
Well, you know Meg got the whole documentary and shit coming out, too.
I didn't know that part.
Yeah, she got a whole documentary, like, showcasing her rise to fame and shit like that. So niggas is definitely good. Like, a lot of the shit, like, the Grammy shit was supposed to be a thing. And she was supposed to be at the Grammys, motherfucking caking up at the Grammys. If she had won a Grammy this year, that would have made it into the documentary. As opposed to her just being a performer. Type shit. So.
It's just, man. Like, I don't know, man. That gets into, you got people with different ideologies and ways of thinking, like which we can pivot and use a basketball term, Eurostep, into our next topic, the LeBron versus Kareem thing, man. Before you get to that, if y'all haven't seen Winning Time, right?
Go check it out.
Winning Time, man. Y'all get 2 thumbs up. Maybe not from Siskel and Ebert, but you get it from the Hope Somebody's Recording This Podcast.
HBO, cut the check.
You know what I mean? That was this is a good show, man. We fucking with it. I haven't heard a lot of people in the sports commentary world speak about it. I feel like I have. They just talked about it on Undisputed actually, but I feel like a lot of people in the NBA or close to this subject don't like it. I know Skip said that he didn't like the way Jerry West is being portrayed in it. They said they don't like the way Magic's being portrayed in it. You know what I mean?
That's how Magic was. He was fucking everything, bro.
But this very good show. You know what I mean? This last episode is like before we came on. I think my brother said this. It's funny that we're talking about the subject because the last episode focused on Kareem.
Mm-hmm.
So, Kareem had came out and said, what did he say? He says that LeBron what do you say? LeBron.
Certain things is beneath him.
Yeah, he doesn't agree with how LeBron handles certain things outside of basketball and the social media and social.
As a real person.
Yeah, like, well, just things that happen, like the Trayvon Martin thing, like social aspect of things. I don't maybe saying it wrong, but he didn't agree with how he moves, certain type of shit. Which he said it at first, and then like a couple days later, he tried to take it back. Like, oh, that's not what I meant. Blah blah blah. People that are really into it are some people are thinking, Kareem, you never said nothing like this before. Why are you saying it now? Is it because LeBron's about to pass you for all time most points? Do you got sour grapes? You know what I mean? Or is it that it's the old man stay off my lawn?
Nah, I don't think that is. I mean, I'm a really big basketball fan. I'm a big, like, this whole winning time shit. I know this whole story already. Kareem has always been that type of guy. This hasn't come out of nowhere. Kareem has had his own, people don't know, Kareem has his own articles and shit that his own shorts that he's been doing it for a minute. And he's been talking shit about a lot of people for a minute. But Kareem is one of those superstars who's not really a superstar. He's kind of like an enigma. Like, people don't really pay attention to Kareem.
He was like one of the first big men, right?
Yeah. Well, he was one of the first advocates. Like, he was really out there.
All right. So, look, Kareem had a lot of trouble trying to get a job in the NBA because he was one of the first people that was up on that, I smoke weed, and I don't give a fuck how you feel about it. So that was his stance. And now everybody's cool with it. It's not, and the Muslim thing. Now everybody's cool with it, and it's not a big deal. But Kareem been standing on that.
Yeah, he paved the way, honestly.
And even back then, the way they're interpreting him in winning times, kind of the way he was, the grumpy old man. Like, y'all trying to be run up and gun. And
he was jaded.
Yeah, and do behind the back passes. No, feed me the ball. I'm going to sky hook you to death. I'm going to drop my 30.
30 and 10.
You know what I mean? And that's what's going to happen. So that was his personality type of shit. And to me, honestly, like I said, I feel like it's the old man stay off my lawn type of shit. And also, he might feel like, yo, when they talk about the greatest players of all time, my name never gets brought up. I done certain things that Michael Jordan didn't get to do. I won, I think it was 3 championships in college, 5 championships in the NBA. I'm that nigga. You know what I mean? I'm the all-time.
No dunking rule for me, man.
You know what I mean? Like,
white people were scared.
They said the skyhook is the most unstoppable move ever created in basketball. So all that is like, yo, bro, like, give me my credit, like, give me my due. And you know what I mean? If you grew up in that, I think that GOAT conversation, the way people talk about certain NBA players, it's all about which generation you grew up in. If you're in that swing age of, I say, 28, maybe 27 to like mid-30s, high 30s, 40s, no one's going to ever be able to tell you Jordan's not the greatest player to ever play. Also, people that's outside that might not know too much about sports and stuff like that, Jordan's that nigga because
he transcended basketball.
Yeah, his sneakers is the hottest thing since sliced bread.
I didn't watch basketball.
But you know,
I know who Michael Jordan is.
I
watched Michael Jordan shit.
There's people that didn't watch basketball or don't know shit about basketball, but had every pair of Jordans.
Yeah.
Could tell you history about, yo, these came out in 96, blah, blah, blah. Don't give 2 shits about basketball. Because what he did for the culture. He probably, I say Jordan's one of the main people that culture conversation people be having. Come on. He transcended culture. He was cool. You had one earring in because Jordan had one earring in.
Nigga, we had hoop earrings.
Yeah, I know. You know what I'm saying?
I still got one hoop earring right now.
I had hoop earrings, bro. I had the gold hoop earring when I was like 11, 12 years old.
Played ball with a gold chain too.
Yeah, the style, the everything, the way he dunked. Like, honest to God, he made dunking cool.
Could I ask a random ass question? Has anyone ever played basketball free balling?
Yes. It's terrible.
Very awkward. Very awkward. I know this is random. I'm Captain Random. Very awkward.
I gotta pray. Yo, I hope I sweat enough so my shit can stick.
This is to the audience. I'm not even high right now because I don't smoke weed for right now. That's a random question. You ever played basketball like free balling, bro?
Yeah.
Very uncomfortable.
It's just something that you shouldn't do, honestly.
You should do it. I would advise it.
And also, like, just out of common courtesy.
Yeah, man.
For proud.
Nuts is right there.
I mean,
That's
if
fucked up.
If a nigga post you up, you know what I mean?
I'm be mad.
Let's just say that's not a good
I had
idea.
Lil Nas X too.
But I'm not, like I said, I'm not the biggest LeBron. I'm not the biggest LeBron fan. I respect what he does also, but there's certain things that you can't say that LeBron didn't like. He stands up for shit that he didn't have to stand up for, bro.
I think he does it more. He's done it more than Jordan ever has.
Jordan
just made shit cool, but Jordan never stood up.
Jordan
for shit.
famously said, "Man, Republicans buy sneakers too." Yes, they said the comment has been taken out of context. He didn't say it like that. He didn't mean it like that. But
those words were said.
Not even just that though. That mind state is what you that sentiment can be what you can really think of, like, my nigga. It's about the bread. You know what I mean? And not for nothing, back in that time, that was the way that you could have went. The same thing with I don't know if people said the what was
Wolf of Wall Street?
No, what was Jordan's documentary called?
Last Dance.
The Last Dance. Okay, so The Last Dance was also before The Last Dance there was the OJ documentary. I forgot what that one was called, but let's just the OJ documentary. 10 episodes, same thing too, but OJ was on that same type of shit that Jordan was on. Bro, I'm here to play sports. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not here to
make money.
Yeah, I'm not here to fucking run for president or nothing like that. I'm here to hit this rock, score touchdowns, and make this money for my family so we can live a better life.
Yeah. You gotta think, bro. Niggas was doing it in like what 70? What was OJ popular? 70s, 80s? 80s?
No, I think OJ was done by the 80s. I think he stopped playing 82 or some shit like that. I think his prime was through the 70s.
So you got the prime of the 70s. Jordan was popular in the mid 80s to late 80s to 90s.
He came in 84, retired 98.
No, I'm saying, like, so these niggas really got to see. I forget who said it. It's gonna come to me at some point during this, but the whole greed is good factor of America.
That was Gordon Gekko.
Yeah, the Gordon Gekko, greed is good type shit. Like
make your money.
Yeah, exactly. Like, this is a job. Let's get paid. Yeah. Let's do this, and let's get the fuck out of here.
Oh, signed the OJ's NFL career of 69 to 79. So, through the 80s, he was more known for the Hurts and those whack ass TV shows he was into. That I was before I was born.
And he was in the fucking Naked Gun.
That's a TV show or movie? All right, well, whack ass TV shows and movies that he was doing back then. But yeah, it was just like I said, it was a different mind state. Everybody can say what's right and what's wrong. I think that shit has to be in you though. If you're not an activist, if you're not a Martin Luther King type of nigga or a Malcolm X type of nigga,
you can't expect everybody to be like
you shouldn't want them to do that though. Yeah. It's not gonna come off right. It's not gonna come off genuine.
Come off phony. You gonna look at them like, hey, why are you talking?
And Jordan was in the time. But you want to try to?
Oh, nah.
It's weird, man.
I don't try no possible weed.
Delta 8, baby.
Jordan was in the
legal weed.
Jordan was in the time also that there was no social media, so I can do all these things and not have the spotlight. Yeah, people might disagree with what he was doing, but y'all can't harp on me too much. Yeah. Now it's like if LeBron didn't do some of them things that he did, his social media is gonna be crazy. He might lose followers. He might lose endorsements. He might, you know what I mean? You couldn't see all those people talking shit about you in Jordan's time. You're going to see them shits now in LeBron's time.
Yeah, unfortunately, a lot of things that you do now as a celebrity are tied to your social media.
You could criticize this dude for a lot of things. I think that was probably the worst thing on the list to criticize him about.
Yeah, I just think it looks bad. It looks bad for...
What's the charge over there?
Aha, Laker fans, by the way. Aha.
Yeah, it's a dub for them. They're not making the playoffs. But
I saw that shit. Anthony Davis out here partying with celebrities and shit like that, bro. What's going on?
Man, that's another thing, man. You can't. People want these niggas to like be so. Oh, we're not going to. Yeah, we're not going to the playoffs. It's woe is me. Like,
nah, niggas still young, 20-something, early 30s ass niggas out here in the mix. Like, I don't understand that. I don't understand that. Y'all wanted them to come to the party city, right? You expect them not to party?
In LA, bro.
It's like when niggas come to the Knicks, bro. Like when you come to the Knicks, you expect a nigga not to be at the strip club?
Atlanta?
Houston? You expect niggas not to be outside?
I was mad at James Harden because he kept going to the strip club. Bro, I'm in Houston.
This is Houston.
Am I still dropping 30?
It's bigger in Texas.
Everybody has these motherfucking aspirations or thoughts of how these niggas should act, but you can't speak on that because you're not in that situation. You don't know that how long it's gonna, you know what I mean? How long it's gonna really work out for you? Like, if you was to put in that position, are you gonna be putting work into your craft 24/7? Are you gonna be in the gym 24/7?
Nah,
you don't know that.
If I ever had money,
you don't know.
I know I'd be dead in a month.
So it's like, hey man, everybody's a motherfucking a righteous person or know the right thing to do from the outside looking in.
Mm-hmm. Hindsight is 20/20.
Yeah, man, it might even be better than that, man. But it's I don't know. Like Kareem, don't be that nigga. But it also is not surprising that it was Kareem to say it. It'd probably be different if Magic said it. Because Magic's Magic, you know what I mean?
Said some shit,
he said some things, but he's never... Like, that was attacking LeBron's character type of shit. Like, making him seem like what he's doing as a man shouldn't be done. Like, though, you can't tell that man how to...
Now, as a non-sports fan, but as a cinephile, watching the last episode of Winning Time and hearing what you're saying, it makes sense for Kareem's character. Because you're right, it's not about the sports, my nigga. I think the point that they tried to get across in this episode was that Kareem looks at it as more than just sports. I'm not here to entertain you. I have this platform. I'm supposed to be doing better. Because as a Muslim, I'm not a Muslim, so I can't speak as a Muslim, but for what I understand of the Muslim culture and for what this episode portrayed to me. By the way, major spoiler alerts if you didn't see that episode.
Oh, yeah, also we apologize.
It's like fucking...
But we didn't really go too deep.
This is going to drop like Friday. It's Wednesday right now, so...
Catch up.
Nigga, you got time. From what he portrayed in the episode, the Muslim character is to be bigger than yourself. Now I'm saying, like, the sense of that faith is to put nobody else above God. So, what I'm doing to recognize people worshiping me the way they should be putting that energy into God is what got Kareem so upset. Like, yo, nigga, no, I'm just out here dribbling the ball. I'm just out here making a few baskets. I'm not God. Don't treat me like that. I don't want to be that. I don't want that stigma. Everything that came along with that package, he didn't want it because he understood that was not the end-all, the be-all type situation.
Yeah. He's seen himself outside of just basketball play.
Yeah. And, like, not for nothing, that's kind of why it seemed like he was acting the way he was acting. Like, why he had just checked out on basketball. Like I said, I'm not trying to be an expert or nothing like that. And I know that all this stuff is just based off of somebody's archive footage and interpretations and interviews and shit like that.
It's based off a book, honestly. Just the show. Talk about the show?
Yeah.
The show's all based off a book.
Yeah, the book that I remember you told me about that. Shout out to the author. I don't remember who he is right now. But that I get that message. He has to understand that it's bigger than him.
I mean, those two powerful lines.
In either way.
That one line, he was like, when I first started, these motherfuckers was booing me. And he's like, now they cheer me and it all sounds the same. I was like, oh, that's a powerful ass line. And the other line...
At the end of the day, it's all this noise.
Yeah, at the end, and the one line that the other dude, when he went back to the
Spencer.
Huh?
Spencer Haywood.
No, not Spencer Haywood.
Shout out Wood Harris, too.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Where he was like...
Stay getting work.
He was like, God... He said, God made you tall so you can inspire.
Oh, we talk about the Muslim.
Yeah. So everybody can see you.
So everybody can see you.
But he gave you knees so you can be down with everybody else.
Yeah. That was a powerful ass line, too. Yeah. Shout out to Winning Time, man.
Shout out to DOC. That was DOC, nigga.
Wait, what?
That was the DOC, nigga.
Yeah.
Yo, this show.
Yes. Shout out DOC. We saw you, nigga. I don't know if anybody else pointed out. We saw you, nigga.
Very good. They also got Norm Nixon's son. Very good casting in this show.
Yeah.
Man. Very good.
Except for Paula Abdul. I look nothing like her.
I definitely like a white black girl. Or like.
Oh, shout out to the Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
Shout out too, bro. Good job at HBO.
They might have stretched. I gotta look up and see if his dad actually played on that team.
He did play on the Clippers.
Yeah, but I'm not sure.
I don't think he played at that time.
Yeah, but I don't know if it was that time or not. And like, I don't know if that equals up to when he was born and all that shit.
Kobe was born in 1978.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think.
And this was 79.
Yeah, I don't think that added up. And I think they were in Philly when he was born or something like that. I don't know, but thank you. That was good. Pay homage to the GOAT. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. R.I.P. Kobe always.
We see you.
But that can translate to our. Well, we don't really got to translate, but anyway. Let's get to this this rap beef real quick. Then we'll get to the main course of the meal tonight.
We're still on the sides right now.
This is bigger than, I think, honestly, bigger than Freddie. We're talking about Freddie Gibbs versus Benny the Butcher. Shout out to both of them. I like both of their music. You know what I mean? I think this says a lot more about Freddie right now. I don't know what's going on with Freddie, bro. Like, real shit. Since the shit happened with Academics, he's been in so much more beefs than he did previously. The only beef that Freddie gets had before was with Jeezy, and it was understandable. You know what I mean? Like, he was signed to Jeezy. Whatever happened didn't happen. Jeezy, if you look at his track record, none of Jeezy's artists really popped off like that. So that situation might be bigger than Freddie.
Shout out OG the Juice Man.
Oh, Gucci Man. OJ Juice Man was Gucci Man.
I know. Oh, word?
Yeah.
Damn. Mailman, Goldmouth?
Freddie.
Yeah, I don't think he ever had a rapper that popped off, bro. But YG, if you want to say YG, but YG wasn't.
He was already.
He had Tooted and Booted before he did My Nigga, but My Nigga did take YG to a different level, and YG had a good first album, or whatever album that was, My Crazy Life. But all right, Freddie Gibbs and Benny are beefing because who started the shit?
Freddie. Freddie did. From what I understand, Freddie. He also got an album coming out, so we also got to think. Like,
everything's a rollout.
Controversy sells. Controversy sells.
Shout out to Officially Ice, bro. I'm gonna copy one of them teas, bro. Everything's a rollout, bro. Everything's a rollout.
It's weird because they got mad music together.
Yeah,
and their music is fire.
And they sound good together.
Yeah, like they really do, bro. I hope this doesn't affect.
There's some Styles and Jada shit.
Y'all are dope dealing rappers, street niggas, street nigga, dope dealing rapper type. Like y'all have a category that fits perfectly.
They're older niggas doing it too, so it's not like a gimmick of two young boys rapping about. It's two old veterans of that game speaking on that game.
Like the only people that probably talk better than them is Pusha T. You know what I mean? Like
only combo better than them is Pusha T and Jay.
I say like
shout out to Neck and Wrist, by the way.
I just heard that shit.
Shout out to Neck and Wrist if you ain't heard Neck and Wrist.
I feel like Rick Ross too also talked that brick talk too.
But he ain't got no partner like that.
Yeah. I'm just talking about brick talk rappers. Like in the all time pantheon of niggas that's talking that work talk, Jeezy, Rick Ross, Benny the Butcher, Freddie, Pusha T,
Hove. Yeah.
Only reason I wouldn't put over that because Hove's bigger than that. But
Hove is.
He's the
originator.
He's gonna stoop down to the brick talk level and get on this brick talk if he needs to be.
Yeah, I haven't heard the brick talk in a minute.
Listen to Neck and Wrist, bro. Neck and Wrist is ooh, ill.
So,
ooh, ill. It's one of those. Ugh.
I don't know.
It's a Pusha T voice, nigga. Ugh.
I think if this beef, all right, let's go off the assumption that this beef is real. I think Freddie feels like niggas is really playing this nigga. I think in his mind he's like, yo, why niggas keep playing with me? Like I said, I think with the academic shit, Act started throwing all this little extra spice into it. Like, nigga, your pops was a cop, your brother's a DA. And not for nothing, if all that was true, that doesn't make Freddie Gibbs any less of a gangster.
No.
Like,
not necessarily.
If that was the case, it doesn't mean that nigga wasn't slinging the most bricks in the world. Might have been a little harder, but it still doesn't mean nothing. That's just like saying that because my dad was a pastor, that I'm an upstanding citizen. And we all know, total opposite.
Yeah.
Winning time. Shout out Winning Time. Kareem's dad was a cop.
PKs are also known to be freaks and bandits. PKs, a.k.a. preacher kids.
So, like, I think Freddie don't got nothing to prove, man. I think a lot of people was coming at him also. I know he got a lot of, like, I think when he got nominated for a Grammy, Nas didn't get nominated. So a lot of people was like, no, Nas should have been nominated. Freddie was just starting to come into getting that proper respect. Where niggas was saying, yo, I forgot which album it was. They was saying, yo, Freddie probably got the best album of the year this year.
I think it was Pinata.
Okay. So he was getting his due respect. I know Charlamagne always bigged him up or gave him his credit on Breakfast Club and shit like that. But now it's to the point where, and Freddie, you probably like 40-something now, my nigga. And no disrespect, Thuggin' still one of my favorite songs of all time, bro. You know what I mean? But
I'm thugging.
You don't gotta prove that you gangster no more, bro. It's looking real kind of crazy right now because they're trying to, the way you keep getting these beef, they're trying to make you seem corny.
Yeah, I don't want
you know what I mean? I don't want you to come on
that territory.
Yeah,
baby.
like you ain't corny, bro. And there's no reason why you should be. Niggas should make you play into a position where you got to come off corny.
man.
You're not corny, Freddie. You make good music. Niggas respect you and all that shit. Beefing with you, and this is coming off you beefing with all the New York niggas.
Not for nothing, bro. I don't understand the lane that niggas choose to. Not for nothing. I didn't expect Freddie to go down this path, but I'm not surprised. But I didn't expect it after coming off the bid that he did overseas. And I was like, yo, most niggas come out of shit like that.
Humbled.
And yes, they come out very humbled and appreciative of life and appreciative of all the things they've got. Freddie's acting like a younger person.
Well,
He's acting like, I'm saying, I subscribe to the Joe Budden Patreon, but I think it was an official episode that dropped everywhere on all DSPs. Like, he had Lotto on there, and he was talking about how, or she was discussing how, motherfucking, they feel they have to respond to things that are said online. Freddie is older than me. If not, he's either my age or older than me. I'm 35. That's beyond us, my nigga.
Man.
Let's get this money.
you know what?
Seriously. Let's get this, especially after all the real nigga shit that you done been through. Let's get this bread. And let's stop worried about all the bullshit that comes along with it. I feel like Freddie's at that point in life. But
I just hope this don't affect bruh. I want to hear more music from Freddie and Benny, because they make fucking amazing music together. I don't know, man. I hope this is awesome. Like, you got an album coming out, but even then, that sounds a little corny.
And also, man, like,
everything's a roll up.
that makes me.
I'm getting the shirt.
We didn't have this one. We didn't have this topic. Anybody else got something they want to touch on with this?
Oh, I got something for us. I want us to watch together, though.
But all right, we can get to that. I want to say something. You said something about Lotto. I wanted to pivot to that also too. So before, and we talked about it too, the whole Lotto, Kodak Black thing. Come to find out, I think when we first initially talked about it, we were on the path of thinking that
it wasn't beyond belief that Kodak said, "Yo, give me some pussy, or you can't get this verse clear."
Come to find out, as things came out, Darren Baker, it seemed like she either made that whole thing up or exaggerated something now. Because she done had Kodak came out and spoke about it. The engineer had came out and said something about it. Like, the real story was that they told her a price, and it was like, yo, she wanted a lower price. So, like, yo, if you want the lower price, then we want you to do a song, one of our female artists. And she turned it down. And the engineer was like, that's not really big female empowerment right there. Which was your whole point, what you were trying to go for.
Yeah.
Which he shouldn't have probably said, but he's sticking up for, I'm defending my man's mode right now. Y'all trying to make Kodak look like a bad guy, and not for nothing, I don't know if we said this before, Kodak also had a rape charge in South Carolina.
This is going to be a very unpopular take, bro, and I'm probably killing myself for this, but... Thank you. Kodak Black, Lotto, I've seen her. She's a beautiful woman. I probably couldn't pick her out of a crowd of beautiful women, but she's a beautiful woman from the one-on-one time that I've seen her on, and the few interviews I've seen her recently. The type of money that Kodak Black is getting, and the type of just attention. The only reason I said that, or the only reason I agreed with the fact that he might have said that shit, that wild, crazy shit, is because of W2F. What the Florida? Seriously. I don't know if a nigga like Kodak Black, who has access to
That much money.
that much money, that
And
much
type of
random
bitch.
ass pussy, is gonna need.
He don't gotta be a hound dog.
Exactly. He doesn't have to be a mutt. He ain't gotta be a fucking heme dog over some industry chick. Not for nothing, bro. You been in the industry. Kodak Black is not new to this. He's been in the industry at least 5 to 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's gonna come around. You guys are in the same atmosphere, my nigga. You've seen enough stories of a nigga who's fucking with the quote unquote baddest chick in the game, and now she's fucking with some other nigga.
And not for nothing, like I can like you said, I got enough money, and I move around enough, nigga. I could fuck a chick that look just like you. That just don't do music.
A twin, legit twin, just master DNA. I can find somebody who looks just like you.
Like now, it's not even like the '90s where I might have to go hit clubs and look out. I could just scroll through my Instagram.
And she's gonna be there. Somebody who knows that I like chicks that look like fucking you are gonna be on my timeline. My algorithms is gonna show me that the internet and social media and the what's the shit I'm looking for? The algorithm I said that already, but the algorithm is gonna bring that into my life.
The explore page, the
explore page, AI. AI is gonna find a way for you to come into my life if I like you.
Yeah, if you talk about McDonald's and you scroll on your Instagram, an ad for McDonald's can pop up. So I know if Kodak Black want a mulatto chick, I miss my, you know what I mean, a mulatto chick, they gonna show it to him and buy in droves. You know what I mean? And you got the money to.
And like I said, she's an attractive woman. She's not the baddest mulatto chick that ever lived.
But
and the algorithms are gonna show him chicks like that. And that's what he wants to see. He doesn't have to barter pussy for a verse.
But then you could say then.
What the Florida?
Go
ahead, Eddie.
I that's the problem with the world we live in. I could definitely see that she made this shit up. I could see it. But I could also be like,
are you saying that she made it up, or
no,
you see
no,
how? All right,
I can see because of the world we live in. You know, with the story of who's that football player and all that shit, and like that shit does happen. But Kodak does look like that type of nigga, and he sound like that type of. It doesn't matter. How many stories have we had of like, oh, this nigga could get whatever pussy he wants.
He had a situation in South Carolina. That's what I'm saying. He was on when that happened.
So he looked like the type of nigga. He sound like the type of nigga.
This is the type of podcast where we don't have to say no homo or pause. He's not an attractive man.
Yeah, that nigga look like
He looks like the kid from Resource Room.
And it's I'm saying, like, he's not attractive, man.
That nigga look like he used to eat glue.
You can tell that the world we're living in now, that chicks are not even hiding the fact no more. They say that nigga, there's chicks that love that nigga. Like, think he's the most beautiful thing in the world because of the money. So it's like, now we're at a point now, it's like, a bitch gonna tell him.
From Florida, too.
A bitch gonna tell him that he's all that, and knowing damn well he's not all that. Bitches love him and NBA Youngboy to death. And Lil Durk. But Lil Durk's wifed up. So you know what I mean? But them two, especially in that demographic of chicks, from like 16 to 23, 25? He's all that in a bag of chips. And he got the bag.
Money make a lot of niggas attractive.
Yeah.
Oprah, I'd shoot up that club any day.
Yeah, Mike ain't here to defend himself, bro. But definitely licking Whoopi Goldberg's ass for $50 million.
Any day, baby.
So, man, let's
I do it for $1 million.
Twice on Thursdays. I got kids, nigga. I got bills to pay.
Yeah, man. My price is real low for some shit.
Shout out to you, Nice Star, but yeah, bro.
You female, my price is real low, baby. Whoopie, all right, I'll do that shit for $200.
So, let's get to it, man. We here. I wanted to hold on and see if I can.
Boom, boom, boom. You know what? I'm gonna start off. I'm gonna start it off. The funniest part of this whole situation.
And his wife are both nominated. Now, if she loses, he can't win. He is praying that Will Smith wins. Like, please, Lord. Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Richard.
Oh, wow.
Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
He played it well, yo. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
All right, man.
Wow, dude. It was a
Nobody ever talks about that.
I'm going to, okay? Okay. That was a greatest night.
Nobody ever talks about that. First and foremost, shout out to Chris Rock. He handled that very well.
That's being mature. That's handling the situation.
That's understanding the bag too, nigga. Like, stay where I'm at and do what I gotta do. But also,
I ain't gonna lie, man. Will Smith hit me, bro. I'm on the ground.
Let's go, dude.
Attacked me.
He took the hit.
And he was a real nigga. It was like, yo, don't press no charges. Don't do nothing. He good.
In real time, though, he took the hit in. acknowledged what just happened, laughed a little bit, thought about it too. Man, I couldn't, you know what I mean? Different circumstances, maybe he would try to fight back. That don't make Chris Rock any less of a man. Because, like you said, that's being mature. Everybody in that situation would have motherfucking flew off there and Kamehameha him and chopped him in half. Everyone that was there would have, could have, should have, what they would have did. But in that time, you don't know what you're actually gonna do. And Chris Rock did what he did, took the smack in, and like you said, secured the bag. Because if I hopped on you, first of all, a lot of people are saying this. If he, let's say he did, Will smacks him, yokes him up, they start fighting. Look at these niggas.
Yeah. Chris Rock is 53, 54. Will Smith is like 52, 53. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's where I'm
We got two old ass black niggas on TV, motherfucking fighting, not even fighting, tussling.
Yeah, that would have been even worse.
On stage right now, tussling. On some what the fuck is going on here shit. Like, that might have been fucking crazy, bro.
I don't know how to feel about this shit. Like,
I don't think it would have been better. I don't think it would have been better if Chris Rock would have swung back.
No, it would have been worse.
Yeah.
You know, all these white people would have well, he definitely should have been inviting these Negroes back to the Oscars.
First of all, man, this is not the source of words, Will. You know what I mean? Like, this is not. You know what I mean? This is not. If you don't want the leader of your label all in your videos, come on, Suge. This is not the time for that shit. I didn't see the interview, but I think Vlad interviewed Benzino, and Benzino said, I just read the title of the video, but I can assume it was what he was talking about. But he said something like,
"Tell he danced with Jada at the club."
No, that the situation what happened is why Tupac ended up dead, because that's exaggerating it. But he's saying though, you hit somebody in a spot, embarrassment took over. Now we gotta handle this. Now the only difference was there was gang ties into the whole.
Oh, okay, I get what you're saying.
I get what you're saying, but God,
yeah, he's reaching.
Fantastic
definitely stretch before you reach, Mr. Fantastic.
You know what I mean? But
come on, Reed Richards.
Definitely,
I feel what you're saying though. Like,
I get it, but
like
I said, there was gang ties in the Tupac shit. That was bigger. That's LA shit. None of us are from LA, so we really don't know exactly. But Benzino, you're Benzino. We don't expect nothing less for that. You know what I mean?
Is my...
I don't expect anything more. I'm sorry.
This whole shit, at first I found it funny. Then when people started speculating and talking about it, I was also on some like, yeah, Will was a little corny for it. And then the more I thought about it, I was like, yo, we always talking about protect black women. And someone finally did it. Look, who am I to tell Will how to...
Time out. I gotta jump in real quick. I got a hot take just for that. Protect black women, right?
Jada said she didn't want to.
Jada said, I don't know why the nigga did it.
I was getting there.
And then, wait, I gotta go to my nigga Earthquake. I've been watching you since Comedy Central, nigga. Back before I was supposed to be watching Comedy Central and motherfucking Def Comedy Jam. Let this fugitive go, black women. What are y'all doing? Stop harboring this fugitive,
Yo, Coach,
bro.
turn the camera on.
Turn the coat.
Yo, Jada.
Go ahead. Talk to him, man.
Yo, Jada, you stank motherfucker. Yo, this man had a fucking mental breakdown and protected your ass. If you don't agree with it, do that shit behind closed doors. What your job is to protect that nigga now. He going through it right now. You making this shit fucking worse for him.
Yo, dead ass, bro. And then you got your little boyfriend coming out here dropping tracks and shit.
If you would have look, here's the problem. If you kept your side bitches fucking quiet and check, a nigga would have never had to slap somebody on the fucking.
And that's what it is too, because that's what the rules. That's what not a lot of people are saying.
All this shit stems from that.
That's what a lot of people are saying. People are saying like, yo, he's been getting taken advantage of. Everybody think he's corny, blah blah blah. But it's all based off of what. Even people thought Will Smith was corny before this shit came out. They had a little respect for him or had some type of thought and they mind for him. Everything, all that went out the window when you seen how she was handling this situation, how she was talking about it, like openly smiling. It's like she's glowing talking about August.
Bro, I heard niggas say, yo, I just realized Will Smith wasn't the star of Independence Day.
Oh, was it Jeff Goldblum?
Yes, nigga. Niggas is claiming Jeff Goldblum and his pops as the star, and Lil Nicky and Vivica Fox.
Revisionist history.
Stop it. Yes, nigga, that's what's happening right now.
What, you gonna tell me the fucking the dog that escaped that explosion was the main character?
Not Jeff. What's the nigga? Oh, I forgot what the pug's name was.
The dog. Oh,
Frank,
I'm talking about
Frank.
I'm talking about the. Oh,
you
I'm talking about. You think about Men in Black, bro?
Men in Black, nigga.
Yeah, I'm talking about Independence Day.
Nigga, I'm talking about Frank. I'm talking about motherfucking Jeff Klein.
Let's not stop.
For motherfucking,
Frank was the main character.
Yeah, I'm talking about Jeff Klein from motherfucking Wild Wild West. I'm talking about the dog from motherfucking I Am Legend. I'm talking about the robot from I, Robot. I'm talking about motherfucking everybody. Nigga, everybody's talking about these niggas is the stars now. And Will Smith is the co-star.
That's revisionist history.
Yes,
Stop.
nigga, that's what's happening right now because it's like, yo, bro, you let this woman get you out of your character like that, bro. Like, and I feel the most reputed line in rap right now is, I'm talking about that real love, that Jada and that real
Cole,
love.
I'm sorry. That shit did
that
not
shit
age.
has aged,
that shit aged like milk.
horribly, nigga. That shit aged like milk left on the counter, nigga. Not milk. That shit aged like milk left on the counter, nigga.
Shout out my nigga Milk 74 too. But it just and I see my nigga. I'll never use somebody's quote and claim it as my own. My boy Bomani Jones said this on Breakfast Club. That Will did that shit to get his manhood back, right? But niggas still think you corny, bro. Mm-hmm. That didn't save nothing. Mm-mm. Niggas just because you smack Chris Rock, niggas not like, damn, know what? We was wrong about all that shit.
This shit hurt Will more, but Will. I'm sorry, Will. You lost white people, man. You know how many white people were like, "Oh my God, he really is a Negro."
Yep.
Like, you know how many fucking white people are
30 years of hard work down the fucking drain,
man.
My nigga. 30 years. 30 years of not cussing in your raps, being super wholesome, being so friendly, all that shit down the drain. Because she looked at you and told you to smack this nigga. And then does an article saying, I wish he hadn't done that.
Because that's the thing, too. She's coming out, and she probably saying that because she's feeling her backlash. So let's do it now. Everybody's going to see CYA mode. Cover my ass. You know what I mean? So, or cover your ass. But.
Oh, Jada, you didn't suck his dick.
I doubt that after he did that in that moment that she was like, no, why would you? She felt, yeah, that's my, you know what I mean? And then the whole, like the slap was one thing. The yelling, too, bro. Like, you all right, my nigga?
Like I said, it all goes
back. You saw a lady behind him?
Like,
that Will, like,
well, Lupita was with him, yeah.
And Charlamagne was like, yo, I think we seen him we watched him.
No, not Lupita.
I don't know who it was, but he's like, yo, we watched Will Smith have a mental breakdown on TV.
Yes, we did.
For real.
Yeah, we did. We saw it happen live in action, bro.
That's why it was more sad, to be honest. It was sad on both parts. It's sad. Let's be honest. As a comedian, you have to know that at a certain point, you're gonna say something that somebody's not gonna like, and it's gonna be a crazy nigga that's gonna come up and put hands on you.
Know what the funny thing is?
Go ahead. My bad. As Will Smith, as a nigga that's in Hollywood, as Jada, as all of them. Yo, bro, this has been happening for a minute. You don't think people have been talking about you making jokes? Yo, you think G.I. Jane was the worst joke that possibly could have been made? This was more for Will. Will did that for himself.
I feel like Chris Rock was thinking in his mind, that was my light jokes. You know what I mean? Like that's probably what he was thinking. Honestly, yeah, that
the Rihanna one was better.
That wasn't even like
nothing, bro. Like I've heard. Demi Moore hasn't looked better than she's looked in G.I. Jane's.
What?
Demi Moore hasn't looked better than she looked in G.I. Jane. Like, not for nothing, like, Demi Moore could pull off the baldy.
And that's another thing. Like I said, I can't get my...
She could pull off the buzz cut, my nigga.
She look like Nicholas Batum.
Nah, she look good. She can pull it off. She's a cute white girl with the baldy, bro.
I'm gonna give my nigga Bomani Jones another shout out. He made another valid point. He said, yo, maybe if Jada was a chick that was like known for having long hair and now she made her beautifully, but he's like, yo, Jada's one of the best looking chicks with short hair that I could think about. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
that's facts.
Like
this was for Will. Will did that for himself. Like, Will felt he had to do that. He under a spell right now, man.
That's like one of the moments in all the TV shows where, like, somebody's messing with your girl and your girl say, let's leave, and you beat her up and you feel all tough. And once you get back in the car, he's like, yo, I did that for you. And she tells him, no, you didn't do that for me. You did that for yourself. Cause that's one of them TV moments type of shit. Yep. Like
if you don't gas me up to do it.
I feel like I just did something to defend your honor, and you're telling me, nigga, that you shouldn't have did nothing.
That would have been cool if you ain't say nothing, bro. Like,
this could have been a conversation behind closed doors.
No red table. No red table talk. Like, not for nothing. Like, I've had this conversation with a few people, and a few people have told me that if their wife, there's no way that their wife would give them that type of look that would make them act that way. And there's a few people that told me that regardless of she gave them that look or not, he shouldn't have acted that way. And then one person who told me, you know, not for nothing, we didn't really see her give him that look.
We didn't see it, yeah.
As a man who goes through ups and downs, ebbs and flows, I would not take that stance. And this is me, Christian, Shawnee, old head of the podcast, speaking for me. I'm not speaking for every man in the world. But I can't see myself getting to that point without a catalyst.
Something without the battery, without the
battery in my back, without somebody lighting the fuse. I can't see. I can see myself getting to that point.
But that's what this 2 years has been, bro.
But that's what I'm saying, my dude.
Also,
like, exactly. Like, Will Smith has been going through a lot. We victimized this man so much. But Earthquake said it the best. I hope I don't jump on anybody's point, but shout out to Earthquake. I probably said this already at the beginning. Stop harboring these fugitives. There are people in the culture who are acting opposing to the culture, but hiding the veil of being in the culture. That was foul. Your wife shouldn't do that to you.
Yeah.
Regardless. You're supposed to defend your wife as a father. As a father, you can say your primary goals are to protect and provide. However, you should not be put in that circumstance where you feel like you have to jeopardize who you are as a person.
It's just to the point
in order to serve that goal.
It's to the point that, like you said, we don't know Will besides what we've been shown. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and Will by his own account is so he's giving us not himself.
Yeah. So it's like we see him as an even kill type of person, everything like that. All this has been going on, and not for nothing, we're coming fresh off of COVID. Like, people outside again now. So now we're going back to award shows.
They probably spend too much time watching Jada get fucked.
No, I'm saying, but look, we're coming out that we're back at award shows now, as opposed to when we were doing award shows from home with fucking Skype calls and fucking FaceTime calls and shit like this. Now we're outside. We're you know what I mean. So Will might have been on edge, thinking like, "Yo, man, I hope niggas still not clowning me and blah blah blah." There's a lot of stuff going on that.
It's been 2 years. I know niggas still.
But it might be a lot of stuff going on that makes him feel like he's not pop like that. It's to the point now where, damn, my Fresh Prince is getting debated. Is my shit better than the new shit?
Yeah.
So he's losing credibility like in a lot of places. Not only just with his old lady, but like, damn, is my work still the same? And then like people say, Will has always been, like I said, even killed, but also the corny dude. Or not corny, but the non-tough dude, man. The friendly family, you're good. I can take you home, type of shit. You're not gangster, type of shit. Like, the difference between you and Tupac was a very big difference.
Yeah.
Not for nothing. This side note, it wasn't as big as social media and
what have you think?
To made it to be.
Yeah.
Tupac and Will Smith are probably actually very similar characters.
Yeah.
But
Tupac
the way that we see them is very different.
Yeah, because they keep Tupac in that realm of...
Tupac's a gangster.
They keep Tupac in the death row role on, which, if you really think about it, was not even a full fucking year.
Yeah.
I think it was like 8-9 months.
Yeah. Tupac is a gangster. Will Smith is a rapper. A happy-go-lucky rapper. However, at the end of the day, they're both poets.
Yeah. And Will Smith, I mean, Tupac, like I said...
and Jada Pinkett fell up with poets.
Tupac was starting to transition from all that shit. He started to go into that gangster shit because Suge brought that nigga home. He just got off this motherfucking crazy-ass rape case where people were trying to accuse him of doing something that's like, yo, bro, I ain't do that shit. This bald-headed nigga saved my life who happens to not like Puffy and them. I really don't like Puffy like that either, but he's probably not that. It's not that big of a nuisance in my life.
I don't like them, but I understand why he doesn't like them.
Yeah, but I'm saying in Tupac mind, he probably like they're not that big of a nuisance or that big of a thing in my life. But now that you don't like it, bro, I'm rocking. Fuck it, fuck them niggas. It's fuck them niggas and fuck them niggas. And now we got an alliance. Let's get it popping now. And he didn't even get to go through the whole ebbs and flows of a full. You know what I mean? All the seasons changing. He had one summer, one spring, one fall before it all ended, and he didn't get to. You know what I mean? Could have just outgrew that shit. Then, and that's what everybody was like when you hear people talk about it. It's so fucked up because they could have ended up running into each other eventually and squashed it. If both of them didn't die, definitely would have been squashed.
Yeah.
So it's like
as two individuals in the situation, yeah, definitely.
So it's like he never got a chance to feel it. And them niggas was hella young. Them niggas was still what?
Early 20s.
Yeah, early 20s. They both died before they was 27, I think. I think Tupac died when he was 25. I think Biggie died when he was 26. Whatever the case may be. Them niggas wasn't 30. You know what I mean? So they wasn't even fully the brain wasn't even fully developing yet. So Tupac could have ended up growing up to be corny. His life stopped at 25, so it was just a gangster. And I think a lot of stuff that helped him too was Juice playing fucking Bishop.
I think this goes to our argument with hey Mike, I understand why you're not here, but this goes to that argument. Like why niggas is still on the top 5, top 10, top 3, top whatever list for all time. Because
what they did put out.
What they did before they didn't get a chance to become corny.
Yeah.
Biggie and Tupac never got to be, oh, damn, they using auto-tune. Oh, fuck.
You doing snap music?
You jumping on the track with such and such.
Yeah.
Oh, nigga, you do the viral video with the Island Boys.
That's how I feel about Eminem now. I ain't gonna lie.
Like, Eminem's,
Eminem, that's how I feel about him.
He's slowly, I'm not gonna.
You just an angry white guy now, bro.
I'm not jumping all the way off the ledge with you on that. Because the niggas that Eminem has linked himself to have still been hot. Like, not for nothing. I know how some niggas feel about Logic, but Logic can spit.
He can.
He jumped on a track with Logic. Now for nothing, I know how niggas feel about Jordan Lucas. Jordan Lucas can spit. He hops on a track with Jordan Lucas. Like, Eminem is searching out the niggas who are kind of in the vein of Eminem.
Yeah, but like that song with Juice WRLD, that shit was so...
The Venom shit was too much.
But
that was not cool. I didn't fuck with Monster.
He picked Juice WRLD because Juice WRLD is... See, to me, it would have been different if he did a song with Lil Uzi Vert as opposed to Juice WRLD. Juice WRLD was touching a different level of people. Like, I never seen people fall in love with somebody like they fell in love with Juice WRLD.
After I saw the Juice WRLD documentary, I understood it. I didn't understand it anymore after that. I understood why Eminem would have fucked with a Juice WRLD because after seeing how Juice WRLD really was as a person, I can understand why Eminem would want to fuck with him. However, on a surface level, it seems like Eminem is picking niggas that is like...
You get the numbers too.
Yeah.
This nigga's popping right now.
Yeah.
We ain't got nothing on the line.
Yeah.
But...
I'm going to be the nigga that, at the end of the day, when you make it, you're going to have to look back and say, if it wasn't for my M feature, I ain't make it.
But see, I think he respected Juice WRLD because, like I said, I think a lot of people like Juice WRLD, and I don't know if we ever really talked about him on this podcast. Like, I can't say I know all his catalog. I probably listen to
one Juice WRLD song.
Yeah, I'm about to say I probably listen to a total of 5 Juice WRLD songs. But like watching the documentary and hearing people talk about him, people really like that nigga because they feel like they knew him. Him and the XX Tentacion, 2 niggas that died. That these younger people felt like they knew these niggas.
Oh yeah.
Like when they felt like these niggas was talking about they was hurting and feeling their pain, like they had niggas like, me too, bro. I feel like that. Like kids might never felt like that, but they're gonna say they felt like that because Juice WRLD or XS or whoever saying they feel like that now, which was also a bad thing because you got all these kids thinking they depressed when they really not.
Yeah, abusing shit that, shit that like, oh, let me take all these antidepressants and shit.
I think I need Xanax. You don't know fucking Xanax.
Hey, you don't need it, bro.
Use a hobby and a nap.
Because your favorite artist listens to that shit. I don't know. Let me not be an old head. Let me just bring it back to like y'all always talking about protect black women. Yeah, I don't agree with what Will did, but what he did was he thought he was protecting his black women. Now, where's the return? Protect black men. Where's that?
I think
bitch.
I think Will shouldn't have done that. I think that was the wrong choice of action. Yeah, I think we're recording this. This is going on. I hope somebody's recording this. You stinking bitch.
Bruh.
You stinking bitch.
Bruh.
Like, do you understand everything that I just did to defend you? After all the shit you've done to me over the last X amount of years / months. You stinking bitch. Seriously. Like, not in a disrespectful way. And I'm not calling you a bitch as calling women bitches. But you, in particular.
I'm calling you bitch because I don't know you personally. Baby.
You, really? You gonna say that I shouldn't have done this?
Out of all the people, you don't get the right to do that to me.
You can tell me that shit behind closed door. You can be like, yo, baby, I don't think you should have done that. But guess what? Don't you fucking. I'm going through all this shit.
That's the least you could have did was bite your tongue and not. Cause this seemed like, and now I didn't really think about it like this. Maybe 'cause I just heard that comment today too. But you're making it seem like you don't got my back.
Mm-hmm.
And all the things that this situation is, the one thing you can't say is that I didn't have your back though. Maybe I had your back in the wrong way, and hey, I'll apologize for that if that's, you know what I mean, talking from will. Yeah. But baby girl, you didn't have my back at all.
Yeah.
Like what?
I attempted to have your back.
So, did you want me to smack you up and be mad? Type shit like what were you hoping to gain from me? What would my actions have had to be to make you feel like I acted the right way in this situation where you felt like you had to step outside of our marriage and comfort some young boy who, not for nothing, is the same age as our son.
You met him through our son.
You met him through our son.
You wouldn't know this nigga if we didn't have a son that age.
But let's not.
No, but
I don't want shame because we don't know what Will was doing.
But
that's also a problem.
Shout out to Rihanna's baby.
We don't know Will. We don't know. Maybe
you know.
Maybe they had a relationship like that. We don't know what Will was doing. Also, but Jada didn't get. You can even say it like this. Jada didn't get the criticism that Will's even getting now.
Yeah. That's because
it's because protect black women. But
this is a hashtag on YouTube right now.
I think that's something bigger than that.
For Will Smith. The hashtag has
Free Will. 80, Free Willie.
No. 83,000 videos. 8.3 thousand videos about the situation, about Will Smith. All the
they were talking about this on ESPN, on Fox Sports. Like, they had topics, they had segments about it. They didn't just make a little quick. No, they had a full segment, 2 segments. I think Skip and Shannon talked about this shit, bro. Mm-hmm. They flaming him up, and Shannon
touch him up.
And shout out to Shannon. Got fuck with Shannon. Shannon said the same thing. Like, yo, Will should have did that. If you really wanted to do something, you should have been smacking August. End of the day. That wouldn't have been right either. Because if you think about it, if he didn't want to smack August, what would they say? He's motherfucking insecure or...
How big of a legend would Chris Rock would have been if he would have been like, damn, I'll feel that smack to August.
If he did
that right away.
If Chris Rock was really on his shit, because now we got to consider the whole not understanding verbal cues and shit like that, his mild form of Asperger's that he has. But if Chris Rock has some shit like that, he would have been the best comedian of all time. Mm-hmm. I feel like Dave Chappelle would be like, damn, nigga.
Was it August?
I hope you smack August like that.
Yeah.
Like that, not for nothing. I hope all his comedic friends rib him like that. Like, no, bro, you missed a golden opportunity.
Yeah, you just gave us mad material, man.
Like you missed a not that
blame
you
bitch.
Not that you gave us opportunity, but like, yo, bro, you missed a golden opportunity to fucking throw it right back. Like the only way to fuck you, like, if you had said that, it would have been worse than punching this nigga back in his face. Like the whole Grammy situation would have been different if he'd be like, damn. I hope he August that hard.
He still hasn't talked about it.
No, all he said was Will Smith got the shit out of me.
Like, even in his comedy tour, he's not like...
He doesn't want to talk about it. Because I heard that shit. He's like, yo, I had a whole, like, script of jokes that I was going to say before this shit happened. Like, I'm still trying to say those jokes. I got smacked in the face, but, yeah. And heckles are being removed.
Free Willy, bro.
I know his brother was saying something though.
Oh yeah, he was talking heavy shit. You gonna smack my brother?
Dude, you ain't doing shit. Fuck out of here. Stop talking.
Relax,
Shut up, Tony Rock.
Lesser Rock.
Yeah, you're known
Pebble.
You're known for being,
Pebble Rock.
Look at it, Pebble.
You're known for being Chris Rock's little brother.
Yeah, exactly. I fuck with Tony Rock, I do, but nigga, you ain't doing shit. Know what I'm saying? Like, not for nothing. You ain't Drew. Drew, everybody hates Chris by the phone. This nigga. You wasn't even in the fucking show, my nigga. You was a likeness.
I get it though. You had to say something though, because
Nigga, if somebody smacked you, we were celebrities, I would say something too.
yeah, you got to. I mean, shit. That's right now. You only probably getting booked because they want to see you say something.
Yeah. His shit jumped. His prices jumped. It went from like $50 to like $200, $300. Smart. Thank you, Will.
Sorry though, I want to go see a live action of Wild Out.
Me too.
I want to see a live film. There's one in Jersey. I'm
My boy went to one in Brooklyn, and he said it's not what it looks like.
Yeah, they stopped in the middle of it and shit like that.
He said sometimes it's like crazy awkward silences. Sometimes it's like
I've heard that
the jokes be terrible.
It's
However, shout out to Nick Cannon.
Yeah, make your money. This new season's trash, but make your money, bro.
I'll watch the clips. I don't watch the full episodes.
We got any quick hitters? I know Orlando Brown just dropped an interview on No Jumper. Shout out No Jumper.
Large cap.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that shit. You know what I mean? But we also bigged up Orlando Brown because a lot of people, when he was falling off, niggas was shitting on him. But on his come up, we should at least give that nigga some praise, bro. Yep. He trying to build himself back up. He looks better.
Show the same energy, man.
You know what I mean? So that's one thing. He looks better. There was a lot of cap on that interview. Big cap. No hat, or whatever they say in Texas. Like a lot of, you know what I mean? Big,
now, as a nigga from that era, because Orlando is 34, he'll be 35 sometime this year. I, as a nigga who is around that age, I respect those niggas who come out and, like, we get to see these stories before they're old and gray. Like, niggas who didn't get to see Sammy Davis Jr. really talking this shit. Niggas who didn't get to see Dean Martin talking this shit. Niggas who didn't get to see Eddie Murphy talking this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're still relatively young. And niggas is speaking on this shit. Large cap, 10-gallon cap. I'm definitely gonna say that though. Look, 10-gallon cap, bro. But also, I'm not in the game, so I don't know. Watch out for the show coming soon, Child Stars. But I'm not in the game. Orlando, holla at me, bro. I got some ideas for you. There could have been a lot of shit going on behind the scenes that we really don't know about. So that's why I don't totally discredit him. I don't totally discredit any child star telling us their story because I believe it did get wild.
Okay.
As the series Child Stars will explore. Like there's a lot of shit going on out here in the world.
And there's probably certain things that he can never speak on. I think if there was anybody that could speak on,
not even on the NDA.
No, I'm
just
talking
on
about
a personal level.
Yeah,
like there's a lot of shit that could probably happen to niggas that would as far as mental health shit's going on. Like we'll probably hear about it within the next 5-10 years, when everybody's just woke and talking freely about shit that happened. But I'm pretty sure there's a lot of shit that Orlando can't speak on.
And he was in it. Them kids that was in it from that young,
the early 90s.
They ain't a lot. Who's still going?
Who's still alive?
Lindsay's lot. Lindsay do her own. You know what I mean?
Raven's still doing fucking the That's So Raven show. She's doing a adult, not the adult version, but she grown up and she's still trying to get Disney money.
I feel Raven is a whole
I feel like
lesbian married and shit right now with shaved sides and all that shit.
All them went through a stage where they didn't do well, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? And if you listen to Aaron Carter talk, man, his head fucked up. Especially those. That's what I'm saying. Aaron Carter was at a certain age when he was what 8 when he got on 6. You know what I mean?
So
it was doing so much shit.
That brings me to another question too: who took care of their stars better, Disney or
What, MTV?
Everybody else. Because Disney's his own entity.
I think Disney probably fucked up the most amount of people.
Disney's probably responsible for a lot of them.
Yeah,
That's what I was about to say too. Another person that another one, and it's into that too. Look at Britney. Those people that got to either the people that was so young or the people that got to that higher because Britney was hot as fish grease. Not a lot of people can say they got to where Britney got to.
Yeah, him and Baby Mama.
There's different factors with that. Her father, all that shit.
Yeah,
I think Disney puts too much pressure. Like, you got to be perfect. Yep. And at a certain point, kids are like, yo, I just want to be a fucking kid. They start snapping.
I just want to be a person.
Yeah, man. I don't want to be
a fucking person.
Yeah, right now I'm a brand. This is weird. I don't like it. I can't do anything on my own.
I don't represent the mouse. You know what I'm saying? Mickey Mouse. And that's fucked up.
Yeah, you want me to be a brand, but I'm around all this crazy shit too at the same time. So
from that age, who you can say that probably, like, let's say, what, Justin maybe? Christina had a little breakdown, though, at one point in time earlier in the game. Maybe Justin held it down, like, pretty good for the most part. And
I mean, he went through the titty shit.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. That's what I was about to say. I'm gonna say
Tittygate was Janet.
That should have been. Yeah, that should have been something that made him be looked down upon too. But in 2004, whatever year that was, we weren't protecting black women. You know what I mean? It was Janet's fault. And it's crazy as you
how dare she attack him with her titty?
As you get older,
she attacked his hand with his.
As I say, as you get older, you start realizing, like, damn, how is it her fault that he ripped her dress? Like, that's okay. You know what I mean? And I guess in that time, you all assumed that it was rehearsed or they both in on it, whatever the case may be. But, bruh, he was the man from that. Dudes probably looked at like, yo, your nigga had Janet titty out, you know what I mean? Like, trusting that nigga. And Janet got crucified. Mm-hmm. And Janet held it down because she ain't never shit on a nigga like that. Mm-hmm. Maybe in her mind or her publicist's mind, yo, it's not going to help you out any if you shit on him. So, don't say nothing bad about him. But
she had a pasty or something wrong, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I have a little recommendation. Michael Beasley interview with the Pivot. If y'all know Michael Beasley, multiple teams. Did I drop something?
Really good.
Multiple teams in the NBA, suspended multiple times just for smoking some weed. You know, he's known throughout the league as a head case. Oh yeah, Michael Beasley's crazy, bro. He's crazy. And you watch this interview, it explains a lot about him. He talks about how he used to get robbed by his own family. He talked about watching his mom die and trying to get time off from his team. And then his cousin dies a week later. His team was like, nah.
It's a known fact that a lot of people didn't know that the AR practice conversation was so intense that he felt that way because his homeboy had died and they wouldn't let him go.
Yeah.
They go to the funeral. You know what I mean? Like, shit.
Context, bro.
Mace said it good in the motherfucking in the Rich Boy song. Was it Get That Paper? Get That Paper, right? Niggas in the NBA can't be in a commercial with his name on the back of it or some shit like that. Whatever he was saying, but he was spitting some facts like, nigga, you in the NBA, but nigga, they own you.
Yeah.
You want to keep getting these $1 million checks, nigga? This is what you do.
Only nigga I seen in the fucking commercial is Shaq with his name on a jersey. And they said Shaq. It didn't say O'Neal.
That's why certain people you kind of like it's like Mace. You halfway gotta try to understand why they might have went the way they did. Which niggas like, yo, it's crazy. I never give that money. I never give that thing. They could have got to a certain point where they seen something and they was like, nope, I'm cool.
Yeah, he was talking about he just want to play basketball. He's like, that's all I want to do. I want to play basketball, and y'all throwing all this other extra shit on top of me while I'm also dealing with some extra shit. And y'all not helping me when I'm asking for help. He's like, I'm asking I felt that shit. He started crying, bro.
He didn't grow up the easy either. He from DC. Yeah. And he had it bad. Like,
he was talking about he used to get evicted and not like how like it is now. He's like, he'll come home from school. All his shit is out there. Like, no notice, no like, you got a month or whatever.
No, you could look at Michael Beasley until that nigga was off, though. And that nigga was a beast. I thought he was better than Derrick Rose when he came out. But from the beginning, like I said, you could always tell that Mike Beasley was a little different, bro. Like, his eye moved a little different, bro. And them DC niggas, if you be around him, no disrespect to him, you know what I mean? But them DC niggas be a little off. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know because they trying to do crimes in the same motherfucking circumference of where the White House is, where the Secret Service is rolling around. But every DC nigga I met for the most part been a little different. Like,
I met Beasley once at Stop and Shop in Tenafly, and I saw him, and my first word was like, "Oh shit!" And he goes, "Yep, that's right. It's me, Prince." I wish I took a picture with him. But I was cracking up, and he asked me about some juice.
that's the one thing about.
And he was high as fuck, bro. He was high.
That's the one thing about NBA players. Them niggas just tall as shit, so you know they somebody.
Yeah, I saw him. Like, oh shit!
Like,
He's
like,
like,
what
yeah,
the fuck?
it's me, Prince.
Nah, that's why. And niggas always look at me crazy when I ask these niggas questions, but that's why I always talk to the extra tall niggas that come to the store. Hey, yo, nigga, you are 6'12".
Yo, you anybody?
Who are you, nigga? Like, what, not for nothing. I never do that. I never do the starstruck, who are you shit. But it's like, yo, nigga, you are 6'12".
6'12". Nigga, you 6'15", bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like, god damn, like, nigga, how is the weather up there?
He's always
That's a serious question, bro. You can see the whole fucking store when you walk in. Type shit, like, nigga, you was, like...
Like, you looking over the fucking aisles.
Nigga, there was a
The
nigga.
white boy that comes in, nigga,
Told that the 6'10" dude.
no, that nigga's like 7'2". Like, nigga, like, really? 7 feet tall? How does that, really?
I used to always
That's a
tell
real thing?
when I see them tall niggas I play, 'cause I grew up playing ball, so I see them tall niggas in school, whatever, practice. I'm like, yo, I used to tell them niggas all 6'8", 6'9", I'm like, bro, you know this, you gotta make it with this, right?
Man.
They don't make uniforms for you in regular in the regular world, bro. Like, you ain't meant to work at motherfucking Costco or
man.
nothing like that, bro.
Work boots for you is a special order.
Like, you got, this is it for you, bro. God had one goal for you when you popped out 6'9", nigga, and it was to dribble a basketball. So let's get to it.
Here's my last recommendation that I want all of us to watch. It's a Michael Jordan biopic.
Does it come fly with me?
Nah.
Oh,
Called
you talking about the whack one?
Michael Jordan,
Oh, you talking about the one when he's...
an American hero.
I seen that shit before.
Bruh, I watched...
One nigga, I forgot the nigga that played that nigga, but he don't know Jordan.
Bruh, first of all, this
It
nigga
was,
looks 45.
What did you say? What's his name? Mackey?
Nah, it's not Anthony Mackie. It's Anthony Jacer or some shit like that.
Yeah, I remember that nigga. He played in like Law and Order or something like that too.
Oh, yeah, I know exactly what
Like,
you're talking
bruh,
about.
But black nigga that's just, I forgot what else he
Bullet
played
head
in.
bald nigga, nah,
Bruh, yo, he plays Jordan. Throughout the whole thing, he plays young Jordan. You know this nigga looks 45. Which brings me to my point. If we were to make a movie or a show, does Lil Nas X play Dennis Rodman?
Yes. He does. Yeah, he does.
And does my
Popular
boy
opinion.
from Snowfall play Jordan?
Damson Idris?
Yeah.
No.
I shot those balls brick by brick.
But I could definitely see Leon playing Pippen now.
Too small.
I could see Leon playing Pippen.
Too small.
Camera angles, bro. It's 2022. They make that shit work.
Yeah, we about to wrap this up. This is a good long episode, man. I missed these ones. 3-man weave. Thank you for rocking with us, man. We gonna be up on the DSP. Check us out. Subscribe for the vibes.
Hey, this was no weed. This was Delta.
Yeah, it felt weird.
Right?
Felt real weird.
Without the weird in it? Without the weed in there?
I feel like I was smoking a cigarette.
We out, man.
I hope somebody's recording this, man.
I hope somebody's recording it.